Well, hello there guys, Agrippa Maxenius here, coming at you with the fight for Two Hills. I have fought this battle before and lost, trying to learn from my mistakes, and I sincerely hope that I can. So right now we're going to go ahead, we're going to start the fight for the Two Hills, and I hope that I can get a decent start here. I'm going to go ahead and start moving my men up immediately, actually. I want to get these guys in a position and basically as an effective fighting force right on in the beginning of the game here. So we're going to go ahead and move these guys forward. I'm going to let the enemy come forward towards us, and this is actually a very even battle, which is one thing I like about it. It's quite even. We basically have the same amount of men, more or less, and we're going for the same part of the map right there in the middle. We each have a hill on either side, so it's kind of cool. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get a victory. I desperately need one after the string of defeats that have followed me in this game. Now, so far, I like the placement of our cannons up here on this hill. The problem is they can't get off stuff like shell shot, canister shot, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do something a little crazy, and I'm going to move one of these cannons up, and hopefully the Farnsworth 5th New York can keep back these Jenkins vedettes, because I don't want them sneaking behind us to take our hill. That would be really annoying. Okay, here we go. We could also face these guys here. Once we get into position with these guys, I want to go ahead and hold immediately, and just try to stay in these positions and not move, not get thrown off the positions, of course. That would be the last thing we want. Okay, here we go. Still fighting the Jenkins detached vedettes. This is almost like an old cowboy battle. Let's go ahead and hold with the skirmishers here. Once Paul gets a little closer, we'll hold with him too. We're going to go ahead and hold with Iron Brigade about here. Yes, perfect. I want to get to the point where the enemy has to stop outside of the tree line. In this way, when we're firing at them, they're going to be getting hit really, really hard from all sides. And they don't have the cover of the woods, so I'm hoping that's what I want to do. I'll go ahead and hold with the Iron Brigade. Let's get the 1st Corps to stay here, and I'm just hoping that the Farnsworth can keep the enemy cavalry off of our flank here, and especially off of our hill. So here we go. The battle has already commenced, of course. Iron Brigade is not yet started to fire, but Paul, Bucktail Brigade, and the rest of these guys are already getting down to business, as it were. And Iron should be firing soon as Garnett gets into range. Come on, Iron Brigade. If not, we can go ahead and assist them with that. Yes, there we go. I want to get Cooper over here. Skirmishers are a bit skittish, but hopefully we can stop that. Alright, here we go, guys. A lot of enemies all up and down the line. We're going to go ahead and move the Farnsworth 5th New York over here to attack these vedettes once again. Paul fire over here at Kemper. We want the skirmishers to fire at Garnett. There we go, and awesome. We've got Kayla firing. We're going to go ahead and switch off to shell shot, and it looks like we got the skirmishers up here to start running, which is awesome. Keep firing with the Farnsworth 5th New York. Unfortunately, they're already getting a little scared. But like I said, as long as we can keep the enemy off the hill, it's a victory. Let's take a look. Okay, we're forcing Garnett back, or actually I think he's falling back of his own volition. That's definitely not a retreat, because his flag is still, you know, perfect stars and bars. It's really not changed at all. Alright, let's go ahead and get these skirmishers. I'm going to move the skirmishers over here to Armistead. Armistead is always giving me trouble in this game. I can't tell you how many times he's become a problem. So let's go ahead and get Armistead targeted. And let's see if the enemy's trying to make a push. Keep firing with the 5th. Actually, we'll keep the 5th New York up on top of the hill. I'm not going to give the enemy the satisfaction of beating these guys that early on in the game. They're going to move forward their cavalry over here, we'll move forward our cavalry, and just sort of tit for tat, as it were. We'll keep them over here in the woods, actually. Okay. So far, our guys are getting some very nice shots off. I want Cooper to switch to canister shot. It looks like they're making a concerted push here in the center, and that's something I don't want. It's the last thing I want in this battle. And there we go. That looks like a rebel charge for sure. They're getting ready to do a rebel charge. We've got a lot of rifles firing back at them, though, and I'm hoping just that alone will keep them from pushing up here. Unfortunately, it looks like, oh my goodness, yes, it certainly looks like Armistead is forcing Cutler back, and I was always worried about that. Armistead is very dangerous in this battle, and in any battle, really. Let's try to move these cannons up. Maybe we can give a surprise to Armistead, but I really need these guys to keep firing. Put the 1st Corps over here. Farnsworth 5th New York. Oh, wow. Alright, look at what the enemy's doing. He's bringing over a few skirmishers, a few cannons. Not what I'm looking forward to at all. And it looks like we lost the Spangler Spring, the center of the battle. So we're going to just hold our positions. I'm not going to charge with the Union. I think it's a bad idea. I've done it before, and it doesn't seem to work. Although, Iron Brigade may be able to countercharge, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to countercharge with Iron Brigade. We'll try to repulse the charge with these brigades up here and see how it goes. Again, may totally backfire on us, may work out. We're about to discover how this is going to go. Let's go ahead and keep firing over here. We're still firing at F. Lee's Cavalry Battalion. Oh, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Hold the line. Hold the line. Man, that is a dirty fight. I want to move First Corps up here. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but we're going to try. Come on, First Corps. Get the skirmishers to start acting normally. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. What are they doing? It looks like Iron Brigade is still fighting. I'm going to go ahead and pull him back. I don't want Iron Brigade fighting anymore. Here we go. Okay, Paul. Wow, man. Can't even tell what's going on. This is utter chaos. Paul is still trying to fight. We're going to go ahead and move these guys up. Armistead is still a serious problem. Try to get some canister shot on him, but I'm not sure. Can Cutler stop this? Can he stop Armistead? I certainly hope so. Move the rest of these guys up immediately, as soon as we can. We are winning at Spangler Spring. Okay, we secured Spangler Spring. Now, we don't want to give up this advantage right now, which is the last thing we want to do, so we really need to start returning fire very quickly. I'm going to try to hit Armistead with all of this artillery if I can, and just hurt him, to be honest with you. I don't want him coming back to this hill. All right, here we go. We've got Sems pulling back. We want to get Paul back into position over here. We want to get all these guys back into a reasonable position, and right now, it's pretty out of control, as you guys can obviously see. Let's go ahead, fire back, 5th New York. Kemper is still fighting with Paul, and he's actually winning the fight, so we want to go ahead and fire on Kemper if we can. A lot of our guys are just not up for it, as you can see here. Come on, man. Alright, come on. Iron Brigade, stay put. I want these guys to stay put. We're going to hold. We're going to hold. Just going to try to get everybody to hold. Everybody's got to calm down, get back into position, and you could see just how unbelievably hard it is to get guys to follow your orders in a real battle. These guys have to get back into a fighting stance. Right now, they're doing a great job at forcing the issue here. They're pushing on Cutler with Armistead. That's not what I wanted to happen, and they actually managed to force us off the hill with that charge. That's annoying. Okay, let's go ahead and move Caliph up. Bucktail and McClintosh. Go ahead and move the First Corps up to try to give them some morale, but I don't think it's going to do much difference. Once the enemy gets in these positions, things get really tough. I'm going to go ahead and hold with Bucktail, hold with the skirmishers. I'd like to hold with Paul, but he's going to refuse, obviously. And we'll go ahead and try to get these skirmishers back down onto the field. The rest of these guys obviously have to rest quite a lot. Okay, we did get the F. Lee Virginia to start retreating, but I still don't understand why our fucking cannons won't shoot. So we're going to get them even closer, and hopefully this time they'll get their act together. Let's go ahead and move forward this cannon. Start firing at the enemy. Get some canister shot down. We'll see if we can get Paul into this position, and if Iron Brigade would get back to the battle, that'd be great. But we're going to actually have Iron Brigade hang out back here to regain a little bit of morale, because we have no one else that can do that. We'll go ahead and do that. Bring him back, and I'm hoping that the enemy doesn't have much left after this. Let's go. It looks like they're going to charge on Cutler. We're going to go ahead and countercharge on Armistead. Probably not the greatest idea, I'll admit, but we're going to go ahead and bring Bucktail here to try to support the charge. Actually, no. Bucktail, you stay put. Let's see. This is going to be a rough one, and I think Armistead will probably win. He outnumbers us for sure, but really didn't see any other alternative there. Try to move our cavalry brigade up. Come on, men. Let's move Iron Brigade up now. Paul is badly damaged. Try to get him up too. Stewart and Caliph, open up. don't understand why our guys are not able to get a shot off. Move a little closer, maybe. Alright, we're moving Iron Brigade into their old spot. And wow, Armistead won, of course. Cutler was beaten in that charge, although Armistead seems to be pulling back a bit. I don't know if this is something he did on purpose or just accidental. You know, after a charge, guys are very, very confused, obviously. Let's move up here. And as soon as we get up into the wooded area with Iron Brigade, we'll go ahead and stop. We should do the same with Bucktail. Okay, Armistead is actually running. That's a good sign. So we'll try to move up with Bucktail and Cutler. We'll get them up here as soon as possible. Let's stop Iron Brigade right there. And we'll try to do the same with Paul. Alright, looks like finally our cannons are actually firing. That's a bonus, definitely. Let's move the Farnsworth over here. And let's get Gregg's cavalry over here as well. I hate that Armistead is behind us, but what can you do? Alright, come on, Bucktail Brigade. Trying to get the skirmishers up as well. Alright, we'll get Paul to start firing at the enemy there. And there we go, some more canister shot on Sems. Boom! Get some more fire, just gunshots basically from our artillery, from our cavalry I should say, to see if we can dislodge this guy, but it's not going to be easy. Alright, come on guys, come on boys, let's go. Cutler, start firing into his flank. Bucktail, start firing. We need all of these guys to start shooting, start doing their role to win this battle right now. Keep going, keep moving up. Everybody needs to move up. Everybody. I'm desperate to get a victory here, guys. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am sick of losing. I really want to finally get a win here. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll hold with Bucktail Brigade. Alright, there we go. Wow, a lot of fire coming from us. We seem to be shooting back a lot with our cannons. I don't know how much difference it's going to really make, since the enemy has pretty good foothold on this hill right now, but we're going to hope that it makes some sort of difference. Cooper's already firing down here at Armistead, and it looks like Armistead is coming in to join the fight. Not at all surprising. Let's go. Come on, Bucktail. We got to make Sems move back now. We've got to do something. See if Paul can get in here. Come on, boys. And the problem is also the enemy has great cover. We do too, but it's not going to really help us. We're the ones trying to make the assault here. Alright, there we go. Sems, come on. Pull back, Sems. Pull back, Sems. Come on. Let's do it. Force Kemper back. Alright, we got to move one of these guys back. We're going to have to move the Iron Brigade back to deal with Armistead. Actually, Cutler may go ahead and deal with him automatically. I don't want that to happen. I want Cutler focusing over here on Kemper. And in fact, we're going to try to ignore Armistead. I know that's easier said than done, but we're just really going to try to ignore him. We'll let him get a few volleys off on us. Hopefully he's focusing on Farnsworth instead of our actual infantry trying to push the location over here. And if that's the case, we stand a chance. Come on, boys. Bucktail. I don't know why Bucktail's not attacking, but we're going to go ahead and charge with Bucktail on Armistead. Do a counter charge since Bucktail's kind of staying put anyway. Alright, there we go. Armistead is pulling back, guys. We're going to keep moving up with Cutler, the rest of these guys. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but as you can see, this is definitely going to be an attack. We have to force these guys away off this hill. Let's get the I Corps here, first Corps. And there we go. I'm glad we moved back here because we've got Jenkins' detached vedettes just waiting to take this hill. And we don't want that to happen. Let's keep moving forward with Paul. Come on, guys. Come on. Don't let me down now, please. Try to hold right here. Oh, man. Always, every time. Come on, guys. You could do it. We've got to keep this. We've got to win this battle. I'm so sick of losses. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll move this forward. We'll move the skirmishers back. Try to get them into position. We could let them rest a little bit. We'll let Cutler rest a bit, but really, we don't have time to rest. And Bucktail's just fucking doing nothing. I don't know what's going on, if it's a game glitch. It's pissing me off, because he could be firing right now, and he's just not. He's just kind of hanging out. I don't know what's going on. So we're going to have to do a charge with Bucktail or something. We're going to have to do something with him. Let's go ahead. We'll move Paul back over here. Come on, Bucktail. Halt. Finally, he's deciding to get his act together, but it's way too late. The enemy is already pushing us back. We're going to go ahead and try to get Paul into position here, see if Stuart can assist us in firing at Sims, and we'll bring Caliph as well. Okay, it looks like Armistead's moving up. That's not good, because he could easily cut us in two, but at least our men are firing at him still. That's certainly a cause for celebration, I guess you could call it, although not really. And of course, we still got F. Lee's Cavalry Battalion trying to make it on top of our hill here. Always just being the biggest asshole in the world, of course. Now, we have managed to take back this position, but how long we can hold it, I have no idea. We're going to go ahead and actually, I believe we could turn around here on the Cavalry Battalion, but I think we'll keep firing on Armistead. So let's just stay put. Fire, fire, fire. On skirmishers, just need to get as much firepower on the enemy here as possible. In fact, I want to actually move our guys up. We'll move Cutler up here because the enemy's actually trying to take back this hill. But I want to move our guys up over to this area. I'm not sure if we can. We just lost the Union HQ, which is a major part of the battle. We can't lose that. But we also can't let Armistead just fall all over our men and just start crushing them. So we're going to go ahead. We secure the Union HQ again. At this point, we just need to keep them off it as soon as possible. We're actually going to move Greg's skirmishers up. And once again, Iron Brigade now is not firing. I don't know what this is about. These guys apparently have turned into pacifists overnight. Let's go ahead and fire with Bucktail. Stevens is going to go ahead and fire some canister shot here. And Armistead is still fucking ridiculous. Look at that. Still pushing up through the center. So we're going to go ahead and try to move up. This might be the first time that I actually do a Union charge out of pure anger, because at this point I cannot lose. I'm just sick of this shit. So we're going to charge, because Iron Brigade, he's not doing anything. I don't know what's going on. They're not shooting the way they should be. So we're going to charge with Iron Brigade on Kemper. Hoping that it's going to work. Probably won't. Let's go ahead and fire with Cutler. Bucktail is, of course, pulling back like Bucktail does. Rabbit between his legs, or excuse me, tail between his legs like a rabbit. And let's take a look up here. All right, we're still keeping the wood position. It looks like we're actually forcing Armistead back. That's fun, definitely, but doesn't really mean much at this point of the battle. Let's keep moving forward with all these guys. Cutler. Oh, come on, Cutler. He's not, like, we just forced him back. I don't understand it. Come on, let's go. What is Iron Brigade doing? Wow, okay. Iron Brigade is going crazy. They just are actually in the back of the enemy here. Behind the enemy. We're still fighting Armistead. Oh man, so close yet so far. She's gotta be fucking kidding me. Still getting shots off at Armistead at least. Try to get Bucktail up here. Alright, Sims seems to be actually looking to attack Paul. That's creepy, because he doesn't have many men, so I'm wondering what does he have up his sleeve. Let's try to get Stevens to go ahead and start firing over here. Move Bucktail into position. Move McClintosh's skirmishers into position. Greg's skirmishers into position. I want Paul there. Come on, man. Alright, Cutler's firing. We want Stevens firing too. There we go. Stevens actually got a volley off. That's good. More canister shot. More canister shot. We want to hurt Armistead. Come on, guys. Alright, we're going to keep moving forward. Keep pressing on the location. Alright, here we go. Armistead is definitely going for a charge. This is a classic Confederate charge right into our flank, right into Iron Brigade's flank. So we're going to go ahead and move forward here. Just keep moving forward. We'll move the Farnsworth 5th New York over here as well. And I'm going to see if I can actually move Cutler into a better position. Let's do something like that. We're going to hold. See if Stevens can fire into his back. That would be awesome. Start firing from here. Battle is delayed. That's the only thing saving us right now from defeat. Because we can't seem to beat these guys off the hill. We're going to try and get back into position to start firing. All right, there we go. Armistead's getting shot at pretty badly. But again, what difference is it going to make if this charge succeeds? Okay, there we go. Armistead is pulling back, guys. We're going to move forward with Cutler. We're going to move forward with Gregg. We'll keep these skirmishers up here to hold this position just in case the enemy tries anything silly, which they probably will. But we're going to just have to keep moving forward with everybody else. Move the First Corps up. Alright, we can hold here with Iron. Try to fire with Bucktail. Alright, as you can see, our guys are still in some close combat with the enemy. But come on. Fire, boys, fire. Hold Gregg here as well. Winning at Spangler Spring. It looks like our men are finally returning fire here. But look at this. The enemy is behind us. The cavalry is behind us. This guy is smart. Everything we do, he seems to counter us one way or the other. Cutler up, move Cutler up. Alright, we're going to have to move Custer back here to take back the position. And every time we do this, we're making it easier for the enemy to break in on us. So I'm really trying not to move too many men back to that position to hold it. Alright, let's hold with the skirmishers. We'll go ahead and hold here. We're already taking back the location. We'll move these skirmishers over here. They can assist in the battle. And look at this. Oh my goodness, guys. We are definitely pushing the enemy back a little bit at least. Armistead is being pushed back. I desperately wanted to kill Armistead in this battle. I'm hoping that we're doing a decent job here. Let's keep moving. And like I said, I have been doing my best to improve in this game. One of the ways I've done that, a lot more patience, not running every single place in the battle. It's just not going to work. But again, I could definitely still lose, although I feel like I'm playing a little bit better. What does the enemy have in store for us? That's what I really want to know, because I feel like they might have an infantry battalion or something just waiting for us. Come on, Cutler. Start shooting, my friend. Alright, throwing some rounds into Garnett here. And actually, we're going to go ahead and move the skirmishers up. It looks like the enemy's trying to hit us with a skirmisher battalion here, trying to do a charge with them, unless they're just running really quickly. I guess it could be that, too. Alright, men, we just have to hold this position right now. I'm actually going to move the First Corps General behind my men here. Let's get Bucktail to start firing on Kemper. Come on, guys. You know, ostensibly, they could still make another charge and win this battle, and I don't know how they're doing up here on the hill. Alright, let's get that guy. Let's get Cooper. Oh, Cooper's running off the field. He wants nothing to do with this battle. But I'm worried that the enemy is basically waiting for us to just leave this hill unguarded, undefended, and then they're going to attack us with these detached vedettes and another group of guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get probably Cutler, or actually maybe even Paul to go back up that hill if I have to. Let's see, the skirmishers. Alright, we're forcing the F. Lee back. We'll move these skirmishers back on the hill. Why not? Actually, we can use them to start sniping at the enemy artillery positions here. I think for now I'm just going to hold my position. If the enemy starts to make a move, then we'll move as need be. Okay, here we go. It looks like F. Lee's cavalry division is coming to attack. Probably going to have the other cavalry division, yep, sure enough, attacking from here. That's to be expected. We'll move our skirmishers down, and hopefully we're at least going to be getting some nice volley fire on the enemy. There we go. We may even have to move Paul back, but I don't think that would be such a great idea. Boom! Let's get the fight on Kemper. Okay, looks like we forced back the Confederates. That's pretty good. I think with the addition of these skirmishers over here, it's going to be even easier to hold that position. But again, this position is still under contention. The enemy could absolutely still make a push for it. I'm going to see if Cutler can go and hit Garnett in the flank. And I think the enemy's preparing for a charge here. As crazy and wild as that would be, that's probably what they're going for. All right, let's get these skirmishers back on the hill. Put Gregg back on the hill. I want to actually hold our positions. Oh man, we're taking some fire from over here. Let's see if we can get these skirmishers to spot where that's coming from. And these skirmishers can go ahead and hold their location. go. Let's see what's going on in the middle of the battle. Alright, F. Lee is back for more, guys. So far, we're holding this position alright. I think it's okay to start moving our artillery back as well. We don't really need our artillery anymore since we are blasting the enemy from the woods here. Just goes to show you how important cover is. He's out in the open here, not really very well covered, and it's easy for us to pick his men off. But once again, he could come back, try something crazy like he's doing right now. He's trying to do a charge with the F. Lee Cavalry Battalion, and that definitely could end the battle pretty early for us, prematurely for sure. Let's go ahead and move back. Alright. We may have to send Paul back top of that hill. So let's try that. We're going to send Paul just in case, because I don't want the enemy at the last part of this battle getting a victory just because of something silly like that. I would just kill myself in rage. Alright, there we go. So Armistead's actually trying to recuperate back here. That's actually a really good tactic by the enemy. Allowing the enemy forces to recuperate could mean that he could try an entirely new offensive here. But what we want to do is try and kill Kemper here. Get rid of him at least as a threat. Come on, boys. So much volley fire coming from our rifles, and so many dead Confederates ahead of me. Alright. Yeah, they're definitely biding their time. I'm going to go ahead and hold with Greg, hold with the skirmishers. We want these guys to regain some of their morale, too. Alright, Paul is moving back. Trying to move these skirmishers over here. And actually, I'm not entirely going to move Paul back. I'm going to make the enemy think I'm moving him back. But actually, I'm going to be keeping him back here. Look at that! Oh, I love to see all those dead Confederates. The enemy's pulling back entirely. Our defensive line is held, pretty much. And at this point, the last thing the enemy could do is try to make a push for Wolf's Hill. But I actually feel pretty confident that this is a victory, unless the enemy does something absolutely crazy here in the last seconds. Which I wouldn't put it past them, but crazier things have happened to me in this game. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the Jenkins detached vedettes if we can get to them. Let's see what's going on here. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. That's how you hold a defensive perimeter. Guys are still reloading, obviously. But I think we got a nice number of kills there. And let's see how we did. Victory! Oh, yes! Finally! It's been so long, guys. I can't tell you how long. It looks like we lost 3,264. The enemy lost 4,774 men. Not bad at all. I want to take a look at the statistics here. And it actually looks like Armistead's brigade got the most kills. I'm not surprised by that at all. 845. He is the general, the Confederate general I fear the most. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment down below, and have an awesome day.